And welcome back to the stash. I hope you brought your mustache wax, because it's time to sit back, relax, pop some tracks, and think about the fact that we're going to play an absolutely amazing video game. I'm so excited to have you guys back here. It is Super Sunday, which means we are super excited for Christmas, or for Hanukkah, or for Kwanzaa, or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. For me today, it is a day to drink coffee and water, to take my medicine, and make good choices in video games. How's everyone doing today? Say hello! Say hello. How's your Christmas going? How's everything going? Happy Sunday, you beautiful people. You beautiful bastards. If you haven't seen it already, please check chat. There should be some Twitch drops there for y'all. So you should be able to just check that chat, and it should show you the way. You do not know the way, but I can show you the way. Is everybody hydrated? Everybody all settled in? We all good to go? Everybody comfortable? Got your neck pillows? Everybody get their Twitch drops yet? Folks, I did put this on Twitch integration, so you should finally be able to, if you are accessing my beautiful face and my mellifluous voice, if you are accessing that using the computer, you should be able to see the Twitch integration options here. I have this little button checked, says Enable Twitch Extension. Enable Twitch integration, allowing viewers to see your party view, track your quests, and vote on dialogue options. How exciting is that? Agency. Boom. Amazing features. But seriously though, how's everybody's Christmas going? Everybody's Christmas going okay? Happy holidays. Alright, well, last we left off, we made a ton of progress. On day one, we made it all the way to the fight with the Cambion General at the helm of that nautiloid ship that was crashing through the sky after being infected with a Mind Flayer tadpole. If you haven't seen it yet, I would suggest going back and watching it. In the second episode, we defeated, finally, that Cambion General, even though we didn't have to. We did it to obtain this bad boy right here, the Everburn Blade. We did it to grab this bad boy. It was the only opportunity to do so in the game, so we figured we were going to take care of that and do it, and we did it. Man, my OBS was tripping out for a second there. Damn. OBS is having problems. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully everything sounds good. If it doesn't, if you need to hear me a little bit better or whatever it is, please say so in chat. I was messing around with some of the sound settings a little earlier today, and it looks like the readings are good. Happy Christmas Eve! Hello! Happy Christmas! Merry Christmas! Or Merry Christmas, as we D&D nerds say, Merry Christmas. How's your day going? Does it sound okay? Everything sound and look good for you? Are you drinking water? I know you're not drinking water. Come on, drink some water. Happy Christmas! Anyway, so we defeated. Very nice, sounds good, looks good as always. Very good. Are you picking up my voice okay? Is it sounding alright? Can you hear it over the music? No, what? No, you're not drinking water? I bet it's no, you're not drinking water. If I had to guess. Just using my mind waves to use the big think powers. The wrinkle brain. Telepathy. Very nice, sounds good, looks good, it's always no. What does the no refer to? What does the no? What no? What do you mean no? What you mean no, huh? No. No. 9. Just no. No. No, I won't. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. This is like the opposite of how you're supposed to do improv, by the way. No water will get water. Yeah, I figured as much. Get water. Get water. You know we're gonna drink when we're streaming. We this is the hydration station. Got my mana bottle. You know what's funny about this? I say mana bottle, right? Because it's blue, right? Because we associate the color blue with mana in video games. So this looks like a mana bottle, right? Yeah, well, it's yes and. Or, no but, I guess, if you have to, it's no but, yeah. But yes and is generally the rule. But yeah, we look at these blue bottles and we're like, these are mana potions. This is literally called, look at this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's called mana. It's a mana bottle. Let me just restore my mana. I'm feeling arcane. I got them arcane juices flowing. Listen, I'm old enough to remember when League of Legends had mana potions. I'm old enough to remember when Netflix fucking delivered DVDs, actual physical DVDs. Like, you're crazy, Grandpa. I remember. No, but seriously though, that was the thing. Portuguese mana bottle. Is it Portuguese? I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't remember how I acquired this bottle. I don't remember. I do not know. But yeah, we did a lot of really cool stuff in this last run through. We made a ton of progress. And WizBoy got a bunch of new spells. So we gotta add those. Nice, because it is an evocation spell, it is so much cheaper for us. It's so nice, so economical. And Ray of Enfeeblement, too good. Spells like this are kind of, I don't want to say they're overpowered, but level 2, for a level 2 spell slot, that's not bad at all. They deal half damage with weapon attacks using strength. And a lot of the larger, brutish bosses and mini-bosses are swinging clubs and hammers and that kind of thing. And their main stat is going to be strength. Strength and constitution. Which make this kind of a real good spell. 125 bucks? That's a deal. Holiday deal. Merry Christmas to me. Merry Christmas, Mr. Wizman. Now, what Wizman got? Detect thoughts. Knock. Shield. Shield is too good not to take. Believe it or not, I think if we had to switch something, I'd probably Mage Armor. Sleep is so solid against low hit point enemies. Or even a cluster, like an entire group. So you could have, for example, 24 rats, right? Because rats are 1 health, essentially. You could have 24 rats, and this spell would put 24 of them to sleep. Alternatively, you could put 1 person who has 24 health or less to sleep. Or you could put 2 people of 12 health each. But it's a combined total of that number. That number increases with the spell slot that you use to cast it. So if you cast it at its minimum, a level 1, it's up to 24 health. But if you cast it at level 2, I think it's like 32 health, and so on and so forth. Wizards, later on, have a lot more spell slots and access to things like Arcane Recovery that they can get some of those spell slots back. So the use of things like Sleep can completely turn around a combat and can make certain types of combats, like fighting 24 enemies at once, in the case of the rats or insects or something with low health, like 1 health apiece, completely different ballgame. Yeah. It's a very good spell. Very good spell. I don't want to get rid of that. Mage Armor is good. And it is until long rest. I don't know. I was listening to this podcast, this D&D podcast, and one of the characters in the stories, like diegetically, they got a tattoo of mage armor cast like on their forearm, so that they would look every day and remember to cast mage armor on themselves, because it's until long rest. It's one of those things that you would cast, like as a wizard, you'd probably cast just to kind of at the beginning of your day. So things like, I think see invisibility is also until long rest. So things like that, you would start your day off, and you would take your druid and your wizard, and you would cast those until long rest spells, and then you'd go about your business. And you do that pretty much the entire game, late game. It's very good. That was very nice. Okay, so where were we when we just left off? Okay, we had fought a bunch of gobos in front of the grove. We fought some gobos at the grove. It's a gobbo raid at the grove, and we fucked them off. And then we came in and we talked to some tieflings. We had good with the tieflings there. And very soon we ran into a rat, and we talked to the rat, and the rat was like, my teeth hurt. And we were like, it's no big deal. And the rat was like, I don't know, it seems like a really big deal. And we're like, well, I don't think it's a really big deal. And the rat was like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe it's not life-threatening. And then led us to this place. Now, this place is kind of under watch. It seems to be like a restricted area. And we care so much about restricted areas, obviously. So we broke into it, and we're gonna see what's inside.
Can't risk being in open view.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
Our persuasion's really good. I don't see why we just wouldn't do that. Our persuasion's dope. That's a really low DC too. That's very, very easy. Super easy. Just aced. Oh, critical success. It almost feels wasted.
Damn it! Was inventory today? I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around.
Needed a hand up. Can I help you?
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion!
Okay, so what do we know about this scene already from just like walking in here? Inventory is constant, lady. Hell yeah. That's just like part and parcel of playing a game like this. But I'm telling you though, Baldur's Gate does make inventory probably the easiest out of those types of games that I play, for sure. Because being able to essentially just control click through, or control like shift, and then click an entire section of items, right click and send to camp, makes a lot of the limitations of inventory that come in other games, like they're not imposed here. It's kind of like makes doing inventory way easier. Like even in Guild Wars, if I have to send it somewhere, if I've got to send it like my bank or something, my bank is very limited, right? So I always end up with, even with massive amounts of inventory space, it ends up being full. But this makes it super easy. bloody potion. Where did you get this potion?
From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Of course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
I don't know that I want to necessarily charge her. I think like that's fucked. I'm surprised actually that this is under like one of the paladin ones. You'll be dead in seconds if the goblins come and I can heal you for a price. It's like, for a price. I'm just gonna go with this one.
All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me. Of all the bloody things to
So
happen.
usually what I do with this is I look at the conditions themselves. Her condition is paralyzed. Things like, to my knowledge, so if we look at Lay on Hands gives us Lay on Hands Cure, which allows us to cure all diseases and poisons affecting the creature. Now you'd look at the situation and you would assume that because she's paralyzed and because she took a potion to get it, that means that she's poisoned. What's interesting is that's not the case. This game doesn't consider that poisoned. I mean, she is poisoned, but this does not cure it. You need something that cures paralysis, which is the condition you can find if you actually examine her. So in this case, I
No time to
believe
dally.
our cleric has a restoration spell. So if we hit, oops, nope, okay. And then take off one of these, and maybe we don't need. So we'll do take off create or destroy water, and we'll replace it with lesser restoration, which if we look, cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. So equip that instead.
On I go.
She'll come in here, and right over here. Boop. What do you mean? Don't get real close. Okay. There you go.
My foot. It moved. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, it works.
All's well that ends.
Alright,
not
you're
as
safe.
bad as it could have.
Look at that. Big brain. Yep. So, the Lay on Hands stuff is really, really strong. It's like, I think it's 5 hit points per. Is that right? Let's see, Lay on Hands. It does flat healing, which is pretty solid. You can, because the max level cap is like level 12, most people are not going to have all that much health at the end of the game. A greater one of these is going to, greater Lay on Hands, is going to restore most of your companions to at least half health. Makes it pretty strong, and doesn't require a spell slot, just your action economy and your Lay on Hand charge, which increases. Okay, come on.
Look, between us, you're not supposed to be here. But I'll turn a blind eye. Just don't touch anything, all right?
You know, the rogue in me.
Let them come.
Can I just look at
Goblins,
stuff?
gnolls. I'm ready.
Soul coins as a concept are one of a merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul is bound to a minty piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils and their cohort. If you pick one of these up and you listen carefully, like, you can or actually, if you're standing near one, the way you find them, the easiest way, I think, other than just hitting Alt, is you actually like listening for sounds, because they kind of like sing to
Never
you a
buy
little
the
bit.
potion
It's
of
really
that
creepy.
old bat again.
It's kind of creepy.
Can't slow down.
Ooh, he's stealing. Druid's Ledger. What's this? Reserves are nearly depleted. Hold on. What? Uh-oh. That's not good. So, I guess one of the problems, I do like the way that I mean, obviously, they want to get me here for a reason. But them setting up, essentially, like, the story of the refugee crisis, the tieflings that are here. Pretty quality. It's pretty good.
What to do?
Let them come.
It's pretty chef's kiss. And exploitation kiss. Oh! Oh! I was not paying attention. That's not good. Careful steps. Shh. Wait. Do I want to do this now? No, there are other things I must do first. Oh, shoot. Hi. Come on out. Can you actually see? Okay, because this thing is on now, so I am genuinely curious for anybody that is watching this on a computer, if you can actually see the integration. Because if I go to my settings here, and I go to Twitch integration, and I look at enable Twitch extension, it seems to be checked there. So if anybody is watching on a computer, laptop, or otherwise,
Again. Swing and swing.
if y'all see.
Parry. No. Ah. And again. Swing and swing and.
Come on. Just one.
Big save energy.
Yeah, just once.
Am on phone again. How you feeling after your trip, man? Travel itself can kind of be grueling. Doing all right?
I want to have a word.
Hold out your
Hydrating
hand,
as
mister.
often as I
Let me show you
remember.
something.
Hopefully we will be of assistance in that matter. I think we can
Go on.
probably help with that.
Take this ring.
Welcome to the hydration
It's
station.
lucky.
It's so dry here. Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, like, living here, we have gills, you know? Boy. It's great. If you're not careful, giant insects will come and steal your children in the middle of the night. Oh, did I fail a check there? Did you distract me to the point of failing a check? How could I have done this? Then there's insects that hunt those boys. I think about, can you imagine a time wherein, and this happened at one point, where there was gigantism around, like, insectoids? Just fucking, can you imagine dog-sized spiders? How crazy they are as they are, and then imagine them being dog-sized. That's terrifying. Or larger. That's terrifying. No thank you. I don't want it.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Squirrel-sized mosquitoes.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Do we need more or less oxygen to bring them back? It's a good question. I would say more, but I'm not really sure of that. I don't know. Intuitively, I want to say more, but because I feel like the times that they were more populated. Let me see. Let's find out. Let's just find out. Yes. When were giant mosquitoes a thing? Oh no, I don't like this at all. 300 million years ago. The late Carboniferous. Okay, alright, late Carboniferous. Well, we'll start from there. Come back to that in a second. Towards more too. Well, we have what we need, which is the period during which the most giant mosquitoes existed during that period of time, right? 300 million years ago. So we know the name of the period. We just need to find out if oxygen was higher or lower at that time. I'm gonna assume my gamma would be on more. Yeah. Just insectoid gigantism is terrifying. Take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails?
I love this. Okay, watch.
Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that.
You ready?
Fine, keep it. Call it a sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a check involved here.
Really? I mean, good. That's what I got.
Oh, see? See, sneaky. She thinks she's sneaky. Oh, no. They are not so sneaky anymore. I'm telling you, that feeling of just like... There's got to be a German word for that feeling unto itself of like failing a perception check and not knowing what kind of perception check you failed. Like you failed to perceive something. Your DM's just like, roll a perception check. You're like, I did, and I rolled like a 6. You're like, okay, and you're like, oh no, what? You still get that feeling here, in some small way.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hold up.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
Take this ring.
Take the ring.
Call it.
Yada,
Heads
yada.
or tails?
Pocket the ring. Do.
Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Real sweet sense of humor you got there, chum. Anyways, you gotta call before the flip. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Again? Really? Fine, keep it. Call it a sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat.
There should be inspiration in there somewhere. Okay, I want to try and nail this check. All right, so fingers crossed. Everybody cross their fingers. Ready?
Really? I mean, good.
Huh? We're gonna
That's
get
what
it?
I got.
Free fail. Damn it. Not all of us crossed our fingers and all of our toes. We needed to. Somebody was missing one toe cross. That's what it was. One toe cross. Change it all.
Yeah,
Can't keep
just
goblins
once.
out forever. This is no fortress or no warriors.
If insects were like the size of, just like as a thought thing, if insects were like the size of dogs, right? What insect would you put your money on winning, like a Poke battle, an insect Poke battle? You know what I'm saying? Like if there was like a tournament of bug battles, a bug battle tournament, and you could choose your bug battler, what bug battler are you gonna choose for this tournament? They're all like Pokemon size, right? So they're like a dog, a very large dog. I'm genuinely curious. What's your bug battle champion?
I should speak up.
Hold out your
time
hand,
for a
mister.
bug
Let me show you
battle.
something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails.
Pocket the ring.
Hey, hold on. You gotta pay for that.
Better down.
Fine. But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat.
Come on. Come on,
Really?
come on, come on.
I mean,
we can do
good.
this. Nail it.
That's what I got.
Oh, dude, every time. Why? It's so... Oh, God. You know what? That's what we signed up for. We decided we were going to save Scum. It's the title. We can do this. Speaking of stuff on Twitch, did you guys see that there was like a Twitch drop for Twitch gear in chat?
Forever. This is no fortress or
You
no
should
warriors.
be able to... I'm curious, genuinely curious, for those of you who do have BG3, if you can get the gear just by like clicking on the thing. It showed up for me and I was curious about it. I want to see if anybody can actually pull it. Those of you who actually have the game. See if we can check it out, if there's anything you can press. I don't know if that's going to be represented differently on mobile users or not. But anyway, genuinely curious. Let me know what you find out.
These boots have seen everything.
Come on, my man.
Hold up.
Space,
Go on.
space, space.
Take this ring.
Take the ring.
Call
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Heads or tails.
Pocket the ring.
Hey,
Yes.
hold on. You gotta pay for that.
It's only a joke.
Reels. Anyways,
Good
you
stuff.
gotta call before the flip.
Heads. Ooh, yeah, yeah, it is.
See?
Swoop, good
I've
stuff.
got more where that came
There we
from.
go.
Real cheap too.
Okay.
Interested? Again? Fine. But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay?
Come on.
Really? I mean, good.
Yes.
That's what I got.
We did it. Alright, how much gold do we have? We got 98 gold. We can't afford jack shit. We're not buying jack shit. What?
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
Oh my, we failed another one? Are you kidding me? We gotta do this again? Our safe scumming ways. It's karma for our safe scumming. You know what? It is what it is. You gotta live with it. Ain't no rest for the wicked. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna choose the path of a safe scum lord, you gotta eat the safe
Keep
scum
goblins out
consequences.
forever. This is no fortress or
At the
no
ready.
warriors.
It is what it is.
Hold out your hand, mister.
There's inspiration
Let me show you
in
something.
this interaction for you, though.
Go on.
If you get whatever
Take
this
this ring.
dialogue was. I forgot exactly
It's
what the
lucky.
order was or what the option was, but we're gonna find out. Take the ring. Take it.
Call it. Heads or tails.
Heads. As per usual. Oh yeah, amazing.
See?
That's
I've
what
got
it is.
more where that came
No
from.
way.
Real cheap too.
No
Interested?
way. Okay, thanks for the ring.
Hey, hold on. You gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
Oh my god, why? Why is it so difficult? We need enhanceability is what we need. Enhanceability. Do you have problems rolling high rolls on dice? You should try enhanceability.
Can't keep
Just
goblins
once.
out forever.
Very well.
Hold up. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Oh, I think this is how we do it, guys. I think we press this button right here. Yeah? See if there's anything has changed in terms of interactivity. There might be a poll option available to you, because that's what shows on my screen. It shows a poll option. Does it actually give you a choice? I'm genuinely curious. It should. Well, I'm going to press a button.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
See? I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that.
Come on.
You got it. 1 sec. That's what I got.
That's nice. It's guided distractions here. I kind of want that. Not gonna lie.
Nothing.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
I caught you, you little tiefling, I caught you red-handed right in the middle of that heinous act. You small child, now you weep before me, for your choices are ones of evil, and I'm a paladin. Be scared, little child, it's Christmas. Krampus might be coming for you.
He seems is having a hard time right now. Okay. Ooh, we have detect thoughts. Where are we getting that from, though? Where are we getting this from? We don't have a potion, do we? Let me see some. Do we have a potion somewhere? Mind reading? That we would consume to do this, or is it just from the spell? Because I was under the impression that you couldn't cast. Maybe it's the use of the scroll? I was under the impression that Detect Thoughts was a self-cast spell, meaning that you could only cast it on yourself. You couldn't cast it on somebody else. Some spells have the touch, which lets you cast it on yourself or someone that's in reach of you. But for Detect Thoughts, it might actually require the use of the scroll in order to do this option. So let's return here to chat. That's fine if it does. Louise Detect Thoughts. Sounds like somebody else was casting it though. Come on. There we go. That was close.
You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
Wow. Wow. Ooh, smart child, you fucked up. Smite. Just, wow. That just seems a little heavy-handed. You felt her shame. Something tells me the thieving life isn't for you.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Cooking at breakfast? What you making? What you making? You making me some? You saving extra? What is for breakfast? What is for breakfast? Did I get the inspiration or not? What the heck? How do we get inspiration for this guy? Mattis inspiration. Mattis, let's see. Mattis inspiration. Inspiration. Beijing 3. Control F. Mattis. We're gonna find the answer here one way or another. Earn Mattis respect by taking his ring. So that's actually how you do it. So we actually have to take his ring to get that inspiration there. And we have the entertainer background, so that's really one thing that we want. Definitely for sure, we want that as soon as possible, okay? So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna love that. We're doing it. We want the outcome. Bacon, biscuits, and jalapeno gravy. Delectable. That sounds wunderbar. I kind of want some. It's too bad that that's not a thing. Like, we can do safely. That's like, what? Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing. That's like, let me put it in a box and send it to you via an airplane. Hopefully it arrives food safe for your consumption. It definitely won't arrive in the form that I cooked it in. It'll just be some gelatinous mess by the time it gets to you. But enjoy. Oh, okay, so we need to essentially take Manus's ring and just basically be like, that's the lesson.
Hold out your hand, mister.
That's
Let me show you
inspiration,
something.
So let's do it. Alright, let's see here. We gotta do the thing.
Go on.
Sorry,
Take
Mattis.
this ring. It's lucky.
Games are for children. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails.
No thanks. Pocket the ring.
Hey, hold on. You gotta pay for that.
Oh, but you're getting paid in
Fine.
experience.
Keep it.
It's an
Call it a
internship.
sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat.
Oh, I don't have to do anything.
You'll be sorry about this, Scab. Count on it.
Oh. Where's my inspiration? Where's my inspiration, dog? I was under the impression that doing this horrid thing was actually, like, worth something. And now it feels empty and evil. And some kind of, like, mild violation of my paladin oath. Anyway, so, Mattis, Inspiration, Baldur's Gate 3. We'll look this up one more time.
Yeah,
Just once.
Mattis. Okay. Very expect to take this ring. How do we do it, though? What? Come on, tell me. Let's see here. Find your belongings, Vulgar, inspirational events. Control F. Mattis. Artful Dodger. Class Urchin. Interesting. Well, let's see. What if we do just Entertainer? Entertainer. I know there's definitely inspiration events. You know what? Screw it. We're not going to interact with him.
Don't waste a step.
I know an event 100% we can do that will get us the entertainment inspiration.
Pass through.
It is forbidden.
We'll talk to you people later. I want to talk.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh! Let me through, Radrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
It's a little less fun to argue with, you know?
Alright, what's going on here?
Whose fault is what's going on, huh?
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Are they bloody rituals or are they bloody
things
rituals? Like what?
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Yeah, druids can be tough sometimes.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Let's get this out.
Arabella's tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
Well, you know, This might end up with a bit of a disapproving situation. You know, she's gonna disapprove of this a little bit, but we're gonna just probably have to do something about it. The druid's overacting a little bit, yeah. Well, you should have been a better parent.
Thank you. They won't give us
No
the time of
disapproval
day.
there.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Okay, you know what? Let
She must
me
be
through.
terrified.
I bet she's giving them hell.
Hello.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
I just hate that kid.
Yes,
Listen,
quite aware.
hate is such a strong word. I generally do not hate children. That's something that feels out of just the range of my
I could take one
emotional repertoire is to hate children.
What about a
Like,
bear?
I'm sure there are spawn of the devil, like Chucky type children situations out there, but hate is such a powerful word, you know? I don't hate anyone. I especially don't hate that
Your
metal
master lets
sky.
in here. We're your guests.
They don't care.
All right, everyone. Big ol' save energy. Big ol' hydration station. Everybody drinks water. You should too. You should.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
See this? Keeping everybody accountable for their
Yes, I see.
hydration.
And is that with 2 hours or 1? You there! Hello!
This guy. This guy.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Hopefully it doesn't do that weird thing where it like saves before it has a chance to sink, so that when you revert the save, it saves in a weird spot. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
Okay.
A myth. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had
hello.
marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Do we get our inspiration this way? That's kind of the question, right? Because we're shooting for the entertainer inspiration.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious.
Yeah,
Dragon.
everybody that was there just didn't see this dragon.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Oh my god, they were... Yes, they came out like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious.
I better get inspiration
Oh,
for this
curious
shit.
indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called
Maglabiet.
the Absolute. The scandal.
Goblin superstition, not worth the ink and parchment.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Alright, where's my inspiration? Where's my inspiration? Where it at? That's wild. I feel like I should know?
Yes, I see.
What was the thing that we had to do to get Volo inspiration then? I guess it's probably just to be wild with the truth to really stretch it out. That's probably what it is. We want to inspire him to be just you know, bring out his worst qualities. I think that's what we're supposed to do.
My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about? My good... A few questions, if you please.
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
A scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Well... Oh, it was brass, no doubt.
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious.
Give me my inspiration,
curious
I swear.
Indeed.
I swear.
I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
So Maglabiet is traditionally one of the gods that a lot of goblinoids worship. At least that's what I remember. Could be totally wrong, but whatever. Then there's the introduction of this new god. New, quote, god, end quote. The Absolute, which we have some reason to believe is a cult of these mind flayers that have infected us with these parasites. So, anyway.
Like the goblin god. Maglabiet.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use. Why, goblins, obviously. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really. Until we...
Okay. Sweet, we did get it. Cool. Alright, there we go. There's one inspiration there. And then let's get our other inspiration, because we just feel inspired. We just, as an entertainer, we just feel like we need to hit that muse good. You know what I'm saying? That muse good. This is where, if you spec into Bard, there's so much stuff that you can do in this game. I'm considering maybe doing Bard as a multi-class in this. What do you guys think? Bard Paladin's actually not bad.
I need a quick word.
Dance upon the stars tonight.
pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
I don't like the yikes that he dropped. You can see in his facial expression, yikes. He's like, oops. I don't know why. It's not bad.
It sounded like a cat being strangled. God damn it.
Oh no.
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
Okay, alright. So, new save here. I feel like there's a lot of different directions this could go. So we're gonna save. We're gonna allow that to sink. Once that's sunk, we're gonna go ahead and choose this first one. Let me see if I can help. Because I remember, if I remember correctly, there is a way for you to help in one way and a way for you to help in another way. But in either way, I believe you get inspiration for this as the entertainment background. So let's see if we do this.
It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Yes, yes!
Some of their facial expressions in the background is hilarious. What is this? I love it. That's great. It's too funny. I love the idea that a bard, sort of like, if you think about it, like putting it in the universe of D&D, would be able to make just them using a musical instrument sound like an entire orchestra, because it's the magic of their, you know, their music, their craft.
It's upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and note it, I will pray. Farewell.
Nice you.
Sorry.
That song was beautiful, worthy of a few tears.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood.
Fucking gnolls.
I can still smell it.
Fucking gnolls. Damn regular gnolls. Regular gnoll, regular gnoll.
She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Do a good turn daily. Look at all these aminals just chilling, listen to her play. That's fun. The weird thing about this setting, and apparently this game, is that you just never know if it's one of these guys. If these guys is an actual squirrel, or if it's a person who is role-playing as a squirrel. Hello, Gimp. What do you have to tell me, sir? Let's get over here so I can... She's doing a great job, but I want to be able to hear what we're talking about.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
And what might that be, Mr. Whizman? Whizboy? He who casts spells? Mr. Purple Man? Mr. Guy? Mr. Wizard Boy? Mr. Whizboy. I can't wait till the party's just like Whizboy Druid Man, because that's like super strong. Super strong. Let's see, rather important no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage.
Okay.
The way you diffuse the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Enough of the... Well, okay, we're gonna be... Sometimes I come across these options, and I'm like, well, there seems to be like 3 options that I don't know that I would normally choose, but which of them is the least bad? So that's very gratifying to hear. It's actually a pretty easy way to go. But sometimes I feel like we get pigeonholed in some of these romantic encounters where it's like, I'm not really trying to create a romantic situation with this character, and yet it's like, here are 2 incredibly complimentary phrases that will definitely, most likely, endear them to you in a romantic way. And here is this like grotesque, very gross, rude thing to say to this person that you would probably not say to them, even if you were completely disinterested in any type of relationship with them. So it's like, wow, I can either open the door, or I can just be an absolute dickhead. It's like, well, in those cases, it's a little bit, less clear what the good choice is. This one I think is pretty obvious.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul.
Oh.
Except for my cat.
Oh.
You see, I have this condition.
Oh.
Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with.
Okay.
Though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to Consume raw magic. I'm gonna need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Oh, well, that sounds really vitally and critically important. Let's, where do you suggest that we get these magical artifacts that you have to consume?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
Oh, do I?
You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Would you like to tell me a little bit more about the consequences of not being fed these magical artifacts? Why? See, these are a little bit more hostile. I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid! Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Sure thing, my guy.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Let's see, we are level 2, I suppose, across the board. Let's see if we use any spell slots.
I wonder what the next move is.
That's interesting. So we've used plenty of spell slots. What we want to do at this point is we want to hop into a long rest, put these guys into camp. And you'll see why in a second. So we're going to long rest, we're going to go to camp.
I would have words with you.
Look at all the people who want to talk to me. Anyway, the thing to do here, as I've stated before, is to long rest as frequently as you feel comfortable and you feel it's possible to do. There's really no downside to it. There's a lot of upsides. Yes, Mr. Bone Man. Allow me to quick save before I speak to you. So that in the event that I say something stupid, I can refer to a timeline wherein I didn't.
Something's on my mind.
Alright, Mr. Bone Man, what say you?
We meet again, as predicted.
Yes, yes.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
This is a Revenant type situation, where essentially they're coming back to perform a specific task or do something, some sort of retribution. Do you think I can trust these cultists, or impressive? Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish,
You'll see shortly.
I will
Body is
cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
This little feature is the game changer right here. And we'll get right into all of that and how that works in a minute. But as of right now, I'm going to go stretch my legs, use the restroom, and I'll be right back. So don't forget to stash, wax, and hydrate. And I'll see you in a moment. And we're back. I hope you brought your mustache wax, right? I hope you popped some tracks. I hope you're sitting back, thinking about the fact that we're going to play this amazing video game. And all our wonderful conversations. In any case, last we left off, we were talking to our bone friend, our,
Nice work.
Bone Daddy.
and we were saying, what can we do with this 100 gold? Well, my friends, that 100 gold allows us to respec any character in our party. Pretty much entirely. From their stats, to their proficiencies, to their class, and everything else. So as though in the beginning of the game, you had, say, Shadowheart with one type of cleric, I could make her a different type of cleric by coming here and spending 100 gold. And that makes it 100% worth, because I can do this. Boop.
How much farther can I go?
I can grab that person that I'm trying to modify. Well, first,
Shouldn't have wished to live in
then we'll
more
deal with that.
interesting times.
And then I can respec them. I'm gonna respec her to a
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head.
Big save energy, guys. Big save energy. We're gonna start off by being bold, and then we're gonna be more subtle. And we'll see how that goes, okay? Sinking. Sinking. Sunk.
I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
Oh, we're gonna probe her mind to find out how she feels. How she actually feels. No, just what she's projecting. Let's see. Difficulty class 10, I get a -1 to wisdom because I'm not a particularly wise boy. But we're feeling hot and spicy and nice and intuitive. So we're gonna roll high. And we didn't roll high at all. That's why we save Scum. Oh man, I do like that cool new die though. It's nice and spicy. Me gusta, me encanta. How do I say that? Dice in Spanish,
I can't wait to get this thing out of my
Dado.
head.
I should know that. Dado. Okay. Anyway.
I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
Oh, spicy meatballs.
She is serious. Even she seems surprised. She's attracted to you, but you sense more. A warm swell of embarrassment.
I feel like this is way too aggressive, right? So we're gonna save, and maybe we find out just to show you how that's not the option. I do think the best way to approach this is just to be like really just casual about it. That tends to be the best option for whatever the people that you're trying to romance. Some of them prefer that you're more aggressive, like Lae'zel, for example, prefers that you're just fucking direct. Let's see here. Once it's all over, we should find a tavern and celebrate properly.
A little comfort and company doesn't sound bad.
Nice.
But let's take care of our problem first. Rest well.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Doesn't have to be some
easy path.
big ridiculous thing, you know? Just When things are over, chit-chat. What's up, Asterian?
I've been thinking. Reflecting on
Meanwhile,
what's
he's
wrong
like,
last
you
night.
know.
When we arrive at this Gith crash, will we find out how to bring the worm
Look
under
at
control?
me.
Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Oh god, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. You might be barking up the wrong tree. How about that?
Why not?
Well,
You've
when we
been to
first
the
met,
hells
you
and
tried to stab.
survived the crash, survived everything that's followed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Thanks. Thanks. True, I am pretty impressive. No. That's not gonna be the one. You're too close. Oh. I see, that's what I'm saying, is like, some of these are just too rude, and then some of them are just like, not getting the point through enough. So talented. I have many talents. I do, but I don't want to share them with you, my guy. So it's like, how do I get around this? I thought you didn't like me. See, that's how I read that. I'm like, I don't think that's a good option. True, I am pretty impressive. Sounds way more narcissistic than I feel comfortable being. And you're too close just sounds too rude. This not gonna work. Just trying to survive, like you.
Yes. We're more similar than I thought.
Uh-huh. Are you, you can stop staring.
Was I? I just need to get some air. Clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
I don't like the way he said that to me. Not a fan. Listen, I already feel that just in general, a person would be informed enough to see that guy, to have that first encounter where you put a dagger at your throat and be like, hey, this guy is potentially dangerous. And then he goes,
I'll see you later. I'm gonna get some fresh air. When I come back, sleep tight.
it's like, I would definitely be on alert at this point about this guy. Just saying. Like, I don't need to be an expert in cryptozoology or whatever the fuck you'd have to study to know about vampirism, to look at that guy and go, that guy's probably some kind of sucky boy. You are one pale elf, motherfucker. And he's got teeth. What's up, Lae'zel? You like that sword
evening,
that I got?
Don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
The tears. You want to do battle up where?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Vinisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Oh, I am so proud of us for having obtained that beautiful fucking sword. Just absolutely puts us on a different level in the beginning part of this game.
I have something to ask.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
There it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem.
I don't like the way you say that.
How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine. In spite of it all.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. I speak out of curiosity, not wishful thinking. At least I'll know to skip supper if you're doing the cooking. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Well, I think our next bid, our next little thing that we're supposed to do, is to talk to Nettie about potentially being cured of this horrendous little disease. This worm inside of our brains. Get rid of this tadpole. Fuck. You know what I mean? Let's replenish all of our spell slots. Then I have something juicy for you. Something I know you want to see. Something you haven't seen yet this episode. Get ready for some spice. Before we do anything else, now that we're all sufficiently recovered. What's that? What's that sound?
Is someone
What
singing?
could that be?
It's beautiful.
But it's so pretty. What could it possibly be? It couldn't possibly be something bad, could it? No way. No way, Jose. Whose singing is this? It's not my singing. I'll be taking this polished dagger, please, and thank you. And I'll be running around on this pile of bones. Give me this pile of bones and these gold pieces that are here from these dead people who left the pieces on the beach so dear. All right, my son. My son, I will relinquish you from the thrall of their stupid
Such a pretty song.
singing voices. Worry not, small boy. I've come to your rescue.
Shh. Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful. No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
You're a nasty lady.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
This can actually be a pretty nasty fight, depending on how things roll out at the start.
What is this? I will have your head half.
But we have that amazing sword, so I'm not terribly worried. Okay, how do we want to do this? I think we have them both stacked up on one another right there. getting high ground would be advantageous for us, so we want to take some shots at them. But we might have to suffer just being here for the moment. Concentration so successful. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. This one seems to be the only one that's singing right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and put. What I should have done, what we should always do, is put Hunter's Mark on them before we attack, because it's a bonus action. The Twitch gear for watching 2 hours today is running on PC. Yes, yes. Is it working? Did you get it to work? Is it doing the thingy?
Is it doing the thing?
Well, the H is invisible. What do you mean the H is invisible?
On the move.
We just gotta disrupt this singing. This nasty bird lady. Nasty bird woman. Cease your singing, nasty lady. You nasty woman. I should have swapped my spells before doing this. Whatever. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Spell broken! It's all connected, but it hasn't been 2 hours from yet. Huh? Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why do the hours come out like that? What have you done? This invisible H, what have you done? You're turning letters invisible. Stop it. Black magic, this witchery.
Unleash me.
Cease your tomfoolery, T-Rex. Or I will send the Inquisition to find your heretical ass. Exterminatus for you, heretic. You Nurgle lover, you. You Nurgle lover, you.
On my way.
You gotta watch me play, like, Kugath and Nurgle against some of the old factions in Old Hammer on Total War. You'd like that. You'd appreciate that because the models are very similar. And Kugath is, I believe, in 40k. Isn't he also in 40k? Is there something else like dialogue screen? Was there something else like on the dialogue screen? What do you mean by that? Nurg Daddy, Grandpappy Nogo. What do you mean, Willis? What are you talking about? Fly. Good luck. Like an interface for giving suggestions. I feel like you mentioned something like that. Yes, I did. So when I get into my next dialogue, if you're on the computer, then I will 100% do that the next time I get into the dialogue, and you can see what I'm talking about. There's a way, and you'll see it on the stream too, because I'm showing you basically what's going on this application. So you'll see it from my point of view. I'll have a little button that I can press that allows me to put certain dialogue options to a vote. So if there's like a bunch of people watching, you guys can actually literally vote on dialogue options and stuff. I mean, it would be kind of cool to just let people in general make, basically, have a separate campaign where people decided on everything. From like the way your character looks, the race, like the dialogue options, everything. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It'd be lots of fun. Can we just like wreck this guy? Oh, get wrecked. Oh yes, very easy. Ooh, shiny, shiny, good stuff. I love it. Get out of there, my boy. Run! Yes, get safe. Very good. kill this bird baddie first. Oh yeah. Yeah, I knew we'd like a little bit of combat. Little combat wombat for y'all. Combatus wombatus. Ha Good luck using your wings. Good luck with that, bitch. Okay. What do we do here? This is once per short rest. Do we want to do this or not? Not really sure. I don't think we're threatened by anything. We'll probably just go for a spell instead. What do we have left on the board? We've got 1, 2. It's like 1, 2, 3 harpies. There's 2 down here. Which one is concentrating on a song? This one right here. All right. Can we see them? We can. Nice. Have fun with this.
Let's make this quick.
Oh no. That one feels like it never really hits anything. It's kind of rough. Alright. Aha! Damn, still lured. Ooh! Ooh, wheeze and rough. Wheeze rough. This is not good. I'm taking any sort of opportunity attack if I leave their range here, so I'm not gonna deal with that one. I kind of have to just take them down one by one, I guess. Oh. Just, I love it. Damage. Harpy should be devourable magic, gills, quickie chicky nuggies. I love it. I love it. I love me some chicky nuggies. Some harpy chicky nuggies. I don't know how rank harpy chicky nuggies would be. And I feel like there'd be a lot of diseases, personally. Harpies are nasty. Nasty, nasty boy. No, run away, small child.
What happened?
Listen here, you bitch. I've come to ruin your day. I'm gonna use one of my class actions here because I've got one. It replenishes on a short rest, which is actually really strong. We've got 2 of them right now. It's Abjure Enemy and Valve Enmity. One of which is an action, the other is a bonus action. Given how low we are in the game, we don't have a whole lot of action economy to spend. So we're going to go ahead and flip on this bonus action one to get us attack rolls at advantage on this target that's currently concentrating on the luring song. That's Valve Enmity. That leaves us with an action for this right here, which I'm definitely going to put right up their butt. Just like that, broke concentration.
Well, I see you now for what you are.
Now both of us will be at advantage here, given that we're just on either side of her, flanking.
Got to focus.
Now she can start to get down here and do some lovely work. Crawl down these knotted roots. Crawl to this edge over here. Look at these people and incinerate them with radiation. I think we start taking them off the board. Bye. Very good. Healing word we can do at range here. Is anybody particularly low? Yes, Gale is. He's at 1 health. Bada bing, bada boom.
Death is but a word away.
Loot the harpy. Nothing on her. She's just a smelly, smoldering wreck.
Don't get too close.
We got some good cantrips. Oh, that's not so great. Oh, just wrecked. I gotta remind myself to take all of those reactions off of automatic. We added riposte here, which is very strong. Allows you to use your reaction to make an attack on an enemy that basically missed you. But using those kinds of reactions automatically means that you can't save them for things that you might want to use later. When you use a reaction, that uses it for the rest of that turn. So technically, your whole action economy includes your bonus action, or actions, your oath or divinity or essentially class-based actions, equipment-based actions, and then your reactions. Being able to use riposte as a reaction is pretty strong, especially considering this game only goes to level 12, and there's some pretty crazy weapon and attack combinations. Alright. What do we got next? You are still concentrating on song? This is so rude of you. Now I shoot you. Stop it! Damn it. They're just like really concentrating on this stuff, aren't they? I would like to wake you, shake you, and bake you with cosmic radiation. Stop it! Stop doing that! It's rude and I don't like it. I don't like it, it's rude. You stop that. Oh, that's not good.
I will have your
Can't take much more.
Look at all these awesome freaking actions I get. I'm telling you, Distracting Strike is really solid. All of them are. And you can do it at range too, that's crazy. But for now, I think we just need to knock her. Hi-yah! Ooh, spicy meat.
Are they gone?
No.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
You were brave, child. Heroic, even. And you're safe now.
That's what the voice said.
I almost got to the
That's
nest.
terrifying. Let's show you the vote. Oh shit, you're
need
right.
to
I'm
get
sorry.
back.
Let me do that.
Mole
I'll
will
do
be
that.
so mad.
Oh, fuck.
Wait,
Okay, I will.
You should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me.
Thanks for reminding me, but I
boy
saw that
called
like
Donnie.
way too late.
Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
We'll do that with. Oh no! He's like, bye.
You have failed to do what I have asked of you. Immediately unfollow.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
What's inside?
Let's just rummage through the corpses of all of these. Ooh, a bone! Part of a leg or perhaps an arm is clean of blood and sinew. I really don't know what this is for. Why does this have like why is this different? I don't remember this at all. Why is this
Nice work.
Bone Daddy.
I have to keep going.
That's all I have to say about that. That is all. That's it. Let's explore all this stuff. We know there's stuff here. There's the things. See, that's it. See, look at that. Look at that. See, this is a normal bone. Wait, where is it? I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you know I'm not absolutely nutters. Showing all. Let's sort by latest. Where's the bone I just picked up? No, I've got a bone to pick with you now. Where's the other? There they are. Look, look, look. This is a normal bone. This is an uncommon bone. And I know not for what. Even though I am the, what do you call it?
Nice work.
Bone Daddy.
I'm an uncommon bone. Just imagine having to like just rate ourselves in terms of our rarity of bone. I'm a legendary bone. I am the Bone Daddy.
Nice work.
Bone Daddy.
Ridiculous. Get out of here. Get out of here. Whose bone is this, huh? It's not my bone. Ain't my bone. Not my bone, not my problem. Not my bone, not my problem. Oh man, I fucking love it.
Oh, I fucking love it. I love running around, rummaging through sacks of bones, discussing whose bone is rarer.
Why are certain bones rare than others?
Harpies were hoarding.
Yeah, harpies, what are you hoarding? Ooh, ring of color spray. Me gusta. And a little I'm sorry. Put on my narrating voice here. Okay. Miriam, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've written. A lot has happened. First, some good news. Maggie Two Fingers won't be bothering you anymore. I paid her back in full. I'm sorry. She never should have got your name in the first place. Now for the bad news. My love, I'm not coming home. Not for a while, at least. The money came from a mercenary group, probably best I don't give their name, and I've agreed to a couple jobs in Icewind Dale in return. They paid me up front because... God, it's so strange to write it. Because they needed a warlock. They needed me. I took the deal with the Cambion when he offered it. I'm not going to say I had no choice because that would be a lie, but I don't regret it. I'm a new man. I feel strong for the first time in my life. Aside from being awoken in the middle of the night by the smell of sulfur, he likes to drop by to see how everything's going. I have no complaints. If you don't reply to this letter, I understand. If you don't want to come back to me at all, well, I understand that too. I love you, Miriam, and I want you to be happy, even if that's not with me. Signed, Edmund. Shame that's in a harpy's nest. I guess that didn't go well for the couple. That's sucks for you, my guy. Kill the devil trash. Well, you signed a deal with the devil, you ended up in a harpy's nest. I guess being a warlock ain't so good after all. Ooh, what is this inscrutable journal? Woohoo! Juicy, juicy, dramatic details, everyone. We followed Murshab's instructed I don't want to say this the way it's spelled because it's spelled mush Arab, and I feel like that's definitely not okay. And I feel like saying that in a certain way would probably get one banned from certain places. So, Mushadib? We followed Mushadib's instructions so far, but something feels odd. We've encountered no creatures along the way, only alien noises from all directions. Sleep evades us, and the muck on my boots has hardened into a permanent feature. Hopefully, we find... Lost more hair this morning. I knew there were side effects to coming back, but I didn't expect it to be so... Iraq. I hear him laughing, the lamentations of the omens droning like a chorus. What is the purpose of this hellhole? He speaks through the walls, the ceilings, the floor. Is he the tomb? Is he? On the last legible page is a crudely drawn charcoal outline of a bearded devil's face, its mouth agape in a silent scream. Huh. I'll be taking that too. Well, I'd say that was quite a profitable venture. We got some lore, we got a few good stories. Story time went really well. It was lots of fun. And I got a ring of color spray, which I'm telling you is actually way better than it seems. But in all likelihood would probably just end up being fed to Gale for his intriguing condition. But look at this. So ring of color spray, what does it do? It lets us cast Color Spray, which is a level 1 illusion spell. What does Color Spray do? Well, Color Spray lets us blind up to a combined total of health points. Kind of like how Sleep lets us put to sleep a combined total amount of hit points. Blinded lets us do the same. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. It's actually probably way better than I'm selling it right now. Get it while it lasts. I don't know where they sell it, but they probably do sell it. Check Wish. I feel like the ring of color spray from Wish would probably just blind you. It would probably just explode. I have a condition that causes me to need rare magical items. Imagine being that guy who it's like, yes, my condition requires that I have copious amounts of gold. And I don't actually consume it. I just take it from me, and I have to have it, or I explode. It's like, well, in that case, Gale, take all my magical items. I don't want you exploding on me. That's disgusting. I will literally die. If you do not feed me expensive things, I will literally die. If you don't buy me expensive things, I will die. I will explode. That's Gale. Oh man.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zel K'Choki, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
I really don't like this whole, like, she expects us to be... She treats us as though we're servile. You know what I mean? Like, we had this whole argument before about us being partners and co-equal and not fucking servants. She got the ka-chank-ka-chank. Hey, you would know a thing or two about the ka-chank-ka-chank, Mr. T-Rex. I know you. I know you, you filthy fiend. You promiscuous boy. I am aware of your sexual exploits. You cannot hide the truth of Lae'zel from me. Me who is so scrupulous. She got the ka-chang ka-chang. How do we actually say this? Ka-chang. I said that right the first time. Wow. Ka-chang ka-chang. I read that just like really fast, and that's just kind of what came out of my mind. And I think that's right. That's how I pronounce ka-chang ka-chang. Am I saying that right? Ka-chang ka-chang? She got that ka-chang ka-chang. That give Yankee ka-chang ka-chang. Give Yussi? Is that what it's called? She got that. Oh, that sounds wrong. I'm done. I'm done talking. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Gotta respectively assert. It's exactly what you have to do, though. If you know, you know. Just suppressing F8 so many times. Like, oh man, that's definitely a. How does that go?
Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
Nice work. I know they do not. Daddy. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
Oh.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
It seems dangerous to say 5 times in a row. Why is it dangerous? Okay, let me say this in my head before I say it aloud, because I am on stream and I am live. So in the you know case that saying this is somehow awful, let me just say it in my head real quick. I don't think so. I think you're good. I can probably try it. Ka-chank, 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 ka-chank. Ka-chank, 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 ka-chank. Got him! Goblin. Let's go find some goblin. Goblin these nuts! Telling you, safe's coming and long rest is the way. Rest is the way. Rest is the way. Safe's coming and long rest is the way. Until you win the game. Got him. These nuts. What does everybody have to say? I could go for some camp supplies right now. Ooh, what do you think the juiciest camp supplies in this game are? Because there are some camp supplies I look at and I'm like, holy fuck, that looks delectable. Like the what is that called? What is it called? The falafel dish that you get when you do the when you cast like the level 6 fucking feast spell with a druid. Looks amazing. Owlbear egg, the forbidden owlbear egg. What's funny about the owlbear egg is one owlbear egg is an entire night's worth of camp supplies. It's all 40. And for the record, I don't know that because I intentionally used an owlbear egg. Okay. I definitely have probably definitely, maybe, potentially, probably didn't, who knows, used an owlbear egg for camp supplies at one point. But I don't intentionally use the owlbear egg. I'm trying to keep it safe. It's an owlbear egg, you know, and at some point in the game, owlbears, well, I'm not going to ruin that for you. An elegant stool? I don't want to sit on your elegant stool. I'll sit on this normal stool instead. That elegant stool is too fancy for me.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
That's new. Definitely did not have that kind of reaction before. So, part of the importance of having these long rests is to accelerate the developments throughout the day. So when you think about like the inspiration or the approval and disapproval of different companions throughout playing the game, using those long rests is an opportunity for you to solidify the effects of those. I'm probably completely talking out my ass here, but that's the way it seems. Touch the art. You touch the artifact. You artifact toucher. Yeah, can I touch your artifact? Drink water, you crazy dehydrated people. Nice. Wait 1 second. Before you do that, can you see this now? I click the button. You can see it on the stream. I just want to see if you can see it. Can anybody see the button? The button. Should it be in the chat area? I mean, you can see on the screen right here, like, the options that I'm streaming right now. But should it be in the chat area? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm surprised. I wonder if it just, like, lets you click on something. I feel like there should be a button or something somewhere. You know? There should be a button for something somewhere to interact with this, seeing as it says you can. But we can resolve that when we get back. That's no big deal. Now we go to bed. Rest our head. Ooh, cheese. Dried sausage links. More cheese. A walnut. Fish. More fish. Should probably use up all these fish before they go bad. Man, it's a good thing these fish do not go bad. This looks amazing. This looks like falafel. And that looks like some kind of, I forgot what that sauce is called. But, oh my god. Some of the food in this game just makes me so hungry. And that right there, that haggis, that's how you pronounce it or not, that makes my tummy want some food. Stout stew looks good. Poutine, oh, so good. One of y'all, I know one of y'all, because I see who you are. one of y'all thought the poutine was nasty. Or like the concept of poutine was gross. And I gotta tell you, poutine is amazing. And if you've never had it, get it, you're missing out. 100%. In fact, give me some of that poutine. Poutine, you know why they call it poutine? Because it makes you want to poutine your mouth. It makes you want to poutine the poutine in your mouth. Alright, full rest.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit.
Oh boy.
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is.
As if it
A
was not obvious
vampire,
before.
a slave to sanguine hunger.
So, at this point, you should be able to see that. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a way for me to find out, I believe. Give me 1 second. I think I can figure this out. Okay, so I'm not actually sure why. For some reason, I don't know exactly how to get that option to show up for you guys. But it does show, if you look on the stream, you can straight up see that I have this option available to you to be able to choose from. Not entirely certain how you guys would see that on YouTube, but that's something that you would see in chat. I can confirm though, Twitch drops are working. So if you are watching, you should be able to cash in on that and get the gear for your own Baldur's Gate 3 campaign. As for the options themselves, not 100% sure how they're looking, but we're gonna get to this dialogue, and if any one of you notice something, or if you see something about that option or how to do it, do me a huge favor, just throw that in chat, okay?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals, boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Let me know your secrets. Let me use your brainworm to read your mind. Let me use your brainworm to read your mind.
What's this? What's happening?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. His mind opens up, revealing cracked and quivering memories. At their heart, you see dark eyes commanding you to feed. You open your mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat, the only thing your master lets you eat.
Yes. Yes, I ate whatever disgusting vermin my master picked. So you can see why I'm slow to trust you.
So dramatic.
But I do trust you.
I
And you
suppose
can
for
trust
reason.
me.
I suppose he's got a pretty good reason to be dramatic, being a vampire and all. You know what I'm saying? Not that wild.
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. Ah, of course. I shall be gentle as a babe. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Awkward.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches. Your pulse quickens.
We basically can't fail this because we have the same bonus as the difficulty class.
Hmm? Oh, of course. That was amazing.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
My mind is finally clear.
Horny bastard.
I feel strong. I feel happy.
I could just stab him now. I definitely have stabbed him before. It's interesting to see how the rest of the companions remark on his loss.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Tuning him up to be like a super powerful rogue is definitely worth it if you're running that type of campaign. He is a very powerful character. It's a very, very good tool to have in the toolbox. Now, in my case, I'm not usually doing super clandestine campaigns. A lot of what I like to do is interface with them being the like NPCs and stuff, and try to persuade my way into objectives. If I can do that, I will. And I do have a pretty high charisma score and dex. So a lot of the things that I would need Asterion for, like stealth, sleight of hand, etc., are things that I'm already going to be somewhat proficient in. And on top of that, since I'm not in need of someone who is doing second floor jobs that much, I generally don't use him as often. My core group, generally speaking, is Shadowheart, because when you respec her as a life cleric, she's MVP. In terms of combat, she is 100% going to be giving you more value per turn than pretty much any other character, just from her raw healing ability. I run Gale, because having a wizard with that much utility and that many spells to choose from is almost a no-brainer. Also, Gale's going to have the highest intelligence out of anybody in the party, which means that intelligence-based skills are proficiencies. So if we look at, for example, let's go to their character sheets. Gale's already the highest at a 17 in intelligence. we're going to change pretty much all of these stats. We can tune this to be exactly what we need it to be. In the case of our whiz boy, he's got a 17 in intelligence. We're going to crank that up when we respec him. But if we look at the types of skills that governs, intelligence governs things like arcana, history, investigation, nature, and religion. And as of right now, he has a +5 in 3 of those categories. Makes him a pretty potent person to have along if you've got a gap in intelligence-based skills and proficiencies. The nice thing, taking him along will fulfill that. So I usually take Gale. I take Shadowheart for human. And that additional spot usually goes to like a flex pick. It really just depends on what we need. So I need somebody that's super, super fighty. I might take somebody who's fightier. There may be circumstances wherein having a rogue is more useful, and getting that range DPS, disappearing, and doing that repeatedly, rinsing and repeating that strategy, is more useful than taking a druid. Later on in the game, however, level 10 through 12 druids are very powerful. They can cast some pretty impressive spells. So having them around feels like a no-brainer. The party ends up looking like this. Your character, Shadowheart, Halsin, and Gale. At least in terms of just utility and combat efficiency. When it comes to the story, of course, you're going to incorporate whoever is most convenient for that part of the narrative at that moment. If you've got scenes that Karlach needs to be a part of, you're obviously taking Karlach. Now to business. This little, nice little bloodless condition here. Not great. Don't like it. -1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. Not great. We want to get rid of that. Thankfully, as I stated earlier, if you go to your Lay on Hands, check this out. Lay on Hands cures things like diseases and poisons affecting a creature. So let's give it a go and see if it works. Ooh! Mama, we got it. Very nice. Now, do Lay on Hand charges, when do they recover? Do they recover on short rest? It's once per long rest. Okay, so I essentially use that. I can't get over how cool this dude already looks. Already looks like a freaking hero. Hero man, hero man, hero man, hero man. Make sure that everybody has a shield, because why not? Shields are actually worth. Yeah, and actually before we get going here, probably a good idea to do a little bit of inventory management. I'm always like, this motherfucker right here, this little polished dagger, is always of concern for me, because it looks exactly like all the other daggers. And I just never know if I've sold it or gotten rid of it by accident or something, you know? I just never know. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Well, there's a shield that's not being used by someone. There you go. Increase your AC for free. Look at this. Look at this. +2 to AC already. That's so worth. Do that. Do that right there. Free +2 to AC, just right off the bat. So freaking worth. So much more room for activities. Nothing special here. Throw all the stuff we do not need back at camp. Because we are good boys, and good boys take stock of their inventory and manage it as is appropriate. Okay, I think we're all good, guys. I think we did it. We got all the stuff in there that we need to have in there. We just need to sort everything by type. That'll close all these empty spaces. See if we can't learn any new spells. No, we can't. See if there are any scrolls. that we can distribute to our boy, Mr. Galeman. Mr. Galeman! Mr. Whizboy. Tell me. Any new spells you can learn? No, none that you can learn whatsoever. Right, at this point, now we kind of just... We probably already want to spend the gold it takes to respec our cleric. Because we want to get her into life cleric as soon as possible.
Let's see what's to be said.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Change my class.
As thou desire.
Okay, so I'm going to run you through real basic how to basically respec these origin characters. My advice for the cleric, out of all the cleric classes that you can take, the best subclass has to be Life Domain. Let's look at the details here. So we get proficiencies in heavy armor. I think that tends to be true of... Ooh, is that... I guess that's not true. That's true of only War Domain, Tempest, and Nature. Tempest is strong, I'm not gonna lie. As a reaction strike back on an attacking creature, dealing 2 to 16 lightning damage, or 2 to 16 thunder damage. Target takes half damage on a successful saving throw. That is pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, clerics typically rely on wisdom for their spellcasting modifier, right? So the question becomes, if you were to do this with Storm Sorcery, could you stack this and Storm Sorcery together? Now, for her, for the time being, we're not going to worry about that. I don't think we're of a high enough level to really worry too much about multiclassing with our Paladin, but it does make me think, with this one little trait, could you sneak this into a Paladin multiclass? Go Paladin, Sorcerer, and Tempest Domain Cleric. Now, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't recommend multiclassing across multiple different types of primary ability modifiers. So generally, you want to stick to whatever the ability modifier is. So in the case of, for example, Warlocks, Sorcerers, Paladins, and Bards, their magic is based on Charisma as like the primary spellcasting modifier. So when you multiclass into those, you don't have to worry about spreading all of the stats all over the place and trying to cover all these different bases. You just focus on that stat that happens to be good for both those multiclasses. You're multiclassing Paladin into Sorcerer. You got Charisma as your stat for both. It makes it much easier. I need to look into how this works. We'll check that out later, but just as a thought, to put a pin in it, that could be a really good combo with the Storm Sorcerer stuff. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up respecting. But for her right now, we're going Life Domain. Cantrips that she knows that are selected. Let's find out if there's any that are better. Blade Ward is very good. Resistance is very good. Guidance is very good. Yeah, see, I feel like the way she's set up as of right now is totally fine. Let's go to abilities. This is where we want to clear everything as we would normally and try to get them down to the lowest possible numbers. 8s across the board here. So what are we going to do? We know our Constitution needs to be at least... Constitution needs to be at least at a 0 modifier. So it doesn't have to be positive, but can't be negative. Right? We're going to leave that at 0. Okay. For her, as a cleric, we know Wisdom is going to be her most important trait. Let's bump this up as high as we can get it. We'll get it a +2. That's going to get us a 17 at level 1. That's really good. That's really good. As for this other stuff, probably want to have no negative modifiers in dexterity and for strength as well. So I'll put those at 0. See that? 0 for the bonus there. Intelligence can be a dump stat. We don't really need that. Charisma, dump stat. We don't really need that. We have other people in our party that do these things better. And then in terms of what the other 2 stats should be, you could argue Constitution, because Constitution affects your maximum hit points. also affects things like your concentration checks. So if you're concentrating on a spell, this is definitely going to be important. However, most of the weapons in the game, with the exception of finesse-based weapons, most of them are going to use your strength modifier for the attack rolls and for damage rolls. So it's not a bad idea, even on a cleric, to give them that modifier. It also affects things like how far you can jump and how much your carrying capacity is, which are both rather important in this game. Okay? So, what do we want for our next one? Let's see, we put a +1 in something. I almost feel like the +1 needs to go in Constitution. We want to give her a lot of health, and then we'll put the rest in Strength. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Alright, so we'll do a +1 bonus in Constitution. We got the +2 in Wisdom. We'll max out Constitution here, and we'll put our remaining points into Strength. Okay, that leaves us with a 14th in Strength, 10 in Dexterity, 16 in Constitution, 8 in Intelligence, 17 in Wisdom, and 8 in Charisma. That looks really good. Let's see if we need to change any of these abilities. Let's uncheck everything first. Okay. We don't need any of these Charisma-based ones. Okay. We're not particularly interested in the Intelligence-based ones. We're looking to maximize stuff here. So it doesn't look like we can get a whole lot yet. +1, that looks like pretty much all we can do here. Let's just, that's fine. History, and then we get a +5 to Insight, Medicine, we get a +3 to Animal Handling, and +1 to Religion. I'll take it. Confirm. Cool. That's pretty much what we need. Everything looks really good. That's really high Constitution, so they're probably going to have some pretty solid hit points by endgame. Wisdom is good. We're going to try and get that Wisdom to 20 as soon as possible. Strength looks good too. Alright. Confirm! Nice. And then we can continue to level her up. I'm going to show you, I mean, you'll certainly see it in combat, but I want to also show you just as we progress in the leveling system here, why Life Domain is so good. Okay, so here's a nice thing. We just increased to 19 health. Our health increased substantially. That's great. Class features, new spell slot, new divinity charge, turn undead, class actions, preserve life, 3 healing. Evoke a healing energy that restores your allies, pretty much everybody in range for channel divinity, which means we're not using our spell slots. You get improved versions of Aid and Lesser Restoration. Really solid. Silence, super good. We saw that used earlier. We also saw Blindness. So, what can we get rid of here? I'm going to say Prayer of Healing. We can get that extra healing out of combat from other places, like our short rests and potions and things of that nature. Spiritual Weapon, absolute must. Great spell. This thing is not concentration. It takes a bonus action to cast. There's multiple different types of spiritual weapons that you can cast, kind of like the Guardian in Guild Wars 2. And they each do something different. They have a unique attack, I believe once per short rest or something like that, that allows them, or once per summon realistically, because I don't think they're summoned indefinitely, they're basically just during combat. But in any case, they get sort of like if you take a long sword, you get a different unique skill that recharges or whatever. Same thing with these. Depending on which weapon you choose, it's a different thing. Alrighty then. We don't need Inflict Wounds. All Emotions, very good. Warding Bond we will definitely take here. Great Water is OP, but actually I'm not sure that we want it. Enhanceability for sure. And Healing Word. Nice. Sick. We want to, until we get items, spoilers, that allow us to do this, we're going to use this level 2 abjuration spell pretty much every day. Right? So let's walk over to our friend. Friend? Warding bond. Nice.
Let's get going. Another step forward.
Warding bond is very strong. So when you cast warding bond on someone else, it gives that person a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws, and resistance, so we have all damage. Each time it takes damage, the spellcaster takes the same amount of damage. So, downside is, if you take damage, and you're this person who has this cast on them, the other person who cast it on you is taking that damage. The upside is, it's resistance to all damage. It's until a long rest, and it is only a level 2 abjuration spell slot, making it, in my opinion, one of the best freaking spells in the game. So good. So good. What can I do for your ass, Tyrion?
Good morning. How do you feel?
Awkward. I let you suck on my neck last night. That was awkward.
Be grateful I'm not a true vampire, then. A bite from them, and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Or we could not.
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
I like this idea.
There now. We're all
Starting with a
friends
little bell.
again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Multi-classing? Oh boy. Wonderful. Let's see what spells we have. Just make sure we have all the spells prepared that we need. Everything that we need. Looks like we have all the spells that we could possibly need as of right now. We could stack some more evocation spells onto Gale if we really wanted to. Potentially in lieu of mage armor. I'm not sure I really want to give up sleep. It is really good. But then again, so is Ray of Enfeeblement, which makes it kind of a toss-up. Not really sure. Not really sure. It might be okay as is. I think it's alright. You know what? These spells look good. We need to have more confidence in our ability to choose. To make good choices for our characters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. Do you know
Glad to have an ally.
the Muffin Man?
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
The obvious being the maggot inside of my brain.
Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you.
It was the same response. I think we can move on from that. The time to leave camp will be rested. We've already rested, right? Yes, we have.
Let's see what this does.
Guys, I appreciate you spending your time with me on this lovely Christmas Eve day. I hope everything's going well for you guys. That you enjoy good food and times with family. In light of that, I do have a dinner tonight that I've got to attend. And I do have to get ready for that somewhat soon. So today's stream might be a little bit shorter for now, but I will be back on later this evening. Back to the wonderful adventures of Stash, Whizboy, Bazel, and Shard. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me, for staying hydrated, for coming along during this ride. And I want to say that we will be back later. So, keep your mustache wax handy, and I will see you very, very soon.